Hey guys, Coach Zach here. We have your workout for Friday, April, I'm losing track of time, 17th. So we have a fun one for you guys to finish the week out. Your warm-up. So actually, you know what? Before we get on to this, let me preface this particular WOD brief with, if you guys have questions, if you're watching these videos and you're not in our Zoom classes, so you don't have that immediate interaction with a coach, please, we don't just say it just because it sounds cool on YouTube, but please put your questions in the comment section or reach out to us when you're watching this video. If you guys have a question that we may not go over, for instance, we're getting these a lot, but stimulus from the workout, how long should the workout be? How many rounds should you do? We are doing our best to express this to you and explain it as best as possible, but a lot of you guys don't have the same equipment. Therefore, it's going to be a slightly different stimulus, maybe a couple more rounds, much more varied than it would be in our class workouts. Okay, I know everybody's scales don't really modify in our class, but just keep that in mind. If you guys have a question for a particular workout, put it in the comment section. How long should this take? Tell us what kind of equipment you have, and then we can give you a more precise answer on that. Okay. So as we go through this, I will do my best to explain the stimulus for this particular workout, but please note that ahead of time. All right. So now let's get to it. We have 3 rounds for your warm-up. 3 rounds, 30-second isometric hold against the wall. Don't overthink this one. Very simple. It may look silly, but it's getting the lats warmed up underneath your arms, a little bit your triceps. You'll find a wall, which unfortunately I don't have in front of me, but let's say your wall was right here. You're going to stand in front of the wall and you're going to place your palm against the wall and push into the wall. Okay, we're pushing into the wall, into this wall. I'm pushing into it, so you're feeling engaging under your armpits. Okay, your lats, your tricep as well, maybe even in your forearm also. Okay, but you're pretty much flush against the wall, pushing in for 30 seconds, holding that. Then you're going to go other side, 30 seconds pushing into the wall. Okay. After that, you guys have 10 curls to press, exactly what it sounds like. Grab your object, you will curl it up, and then press above your head. Back down, curl, press above your head. If you have a single object, same thing. Don't make it too heavy, guys. Again, reiterate, this is your warm-up, general warm-up. Get your blood flowing, get your body moving. Next, we have bent over rows. They can be with a barbell. They can be single, like we did the day before with our single arm rows. Okay, so they would look like this. If you had one object, one dumbbell, one kettlebell, that would be a single arm row. Do 10 on one side, 10 on the other. If you have a barbell, you can simply do a bent over barbell row with both arms and do that 10 reps. Okay. After that, we have prone shoulder flexion, so you guys will get yourselves on the ground. Make sure all this equipment's out of the way. Okay, your focus here is keeping your chest off the ground, head tip towards the floor, and we're going to keep our thumbs up, and you're just going to lift those hands up off the ground and back down. Lift and back down. You guys should feel, if you're doing it correctly, feel it in the middle to upper portion of your back. Okay, make sure your elbows are not bending. You're moving from your shoulders. Okay, 10 of those, and then finally 10 dips. Bench dips, couch dips, whatever you want. Just get your body moving. You're pushing and you're bending at the elbow and the shoulder. Okay. If you happen to have a nice ring set up like this, you can do your dips from this position here, which would, of course, make them a bit more difficult. Again, guys, your objective in your warm-up, get the blood flowing. Don't make anything too hard, and try to achieve as much range of motion in that movement as possible. Okay. So that is your warm-up. Now moving on to the workout itself. We have, for your round 1 or part run, we have 3 exercises. We're going to do a superset. It doesn't mean you need to go fast. You don't have to limit your rest time. Just move through it and treat it as strength work. So focus nice and controlled on the movements, and then gradually make your way to the next one. Okay, so first you guys have 8 single arm shoulder presses. You have a kettlebell. The kettlebell should be sitting on the outside of your forearm, but still close to the midline portion of your body, okay, versus out here. Keep it close when we press. Keep the arm close to your ear. Notice the weight is down the center, down my midline, okay? It helps. You're going to be stronger this way, more stable that way, and safer that way, more efficient, okay? If you have a dumbbell, same thing. 8 shoulder press on one side, 8 on the other. You're finished with that first set. Then you make your way over to bicep curls, okay? All the dudes' favorite exercises here. If you have a barbell, if you have 2 dumbbells, you can do them at the same time. We're assuming a lot of you only have one piece of equipment, so you can do your bicep curls like this. Notice how I'm holding the dumbbell with the head out. That's going to make it much more challenging. If you have a lighter dumbbell, that'll keep it challenging. You can also hold it like this, which will make it a little bit easier. You'll note the difference when you actually try it if you have a kettlebell. If you have a dumbbell, I don't mind how you're holding it. You can rotate and pull it up as you go, but I just want to see the movement, arm extended, and then arm fully curled up for your bicep curls. You have 10 of those. Finally, you have 15 behind the neck or overhead tricep extension, okay? There's so many pieces of equipment here. Let's use a dumbbell, okay? Behind my head, notice I'm holding with 2 hands, okay? Pressing the dumbbell up, locking out over my head, and back down. I'm gonna go as far as I can comfortably go behind me so I can get full range of motion in my tricep, and then pressing straight up, okay? Pressing straight up. Make sure you guys clear your head so you don't bump yourself in the back of the head. That can be done with a band. If whatever weight you have is too challenging, you can step on a band, pull the band up, same thing. You can even set a band behind you and pull it over you. Okay, a lot of options for your tricep extension there. Okay, so we have three of those movements right there. 8 shoulder presses, 10 curls, and then 15 overhead tricep extensions. All right. Next, for part 2, we have a 12-minute EMOM. We had a visitor ride by there and stare at me doing this. For part 2, a 12-minute EMOM, short and sweet. Okay. Every minute on the minute, you guys are going to do 10 Russian kettlebell swings. That's my kettlebell here. Okay, so 10 swings. We're getting the kettlebell up to forehead level, hinging at the hips, like so. Okay. It is a hinging movement, so we're swinging over. We are not squatting down. We're hinging at the hips, driving the heels in, and squeeze your butt cheeks together. Okay. As you do that, that should propel that kettlebell up to where it needs to go, about forehead level. Arms stay right in front, like so. Okay. If you do it with a dumbbell, interlock your fingers underneath the dumbbell and do the same thing. Okay. Up, like so. Okay. You may not be able to interlock if your dumbbell is big and you can't get your hands around. That's fine. Just make sure you got a good grip on one head of the dumbbell, swinging straight in front. The next movement is toe touches. We're just all about the abs lately. Okay, so your toe touches, you're going to start with your toes in the air. You're going to reach up like so, and then you're going to just touch. Boom. Okay? If you can't reach your toes, your modification will be reaching your shins. But notice in this position. Okay, I'm not back here, I'm not coming together, I'm just reaching, keeping my feet up the whole time. So you should feel engaged that entire time, holding those feet up. Okay, reaching like so. All right, 10 of those, and then hopefully you guys have some time left within that minute. If you do, you're going to do some form of a handstand, why am I just blanking out the name? Handstand push-up, sorry. So with that, easy option, plank shoulder taps. Okay, the basic option. You can do plank shoulder taps with the remaining time. Next option, straddle handstand push-ups. You don't need a wall for this. It's going to be a lot more difficult than just doing plank shoulder taps. Okay, straddle position, widen that stance out. Hands right in front of you. Just bring yourself up onto your tiptoes. Bring your head down to right in front of your hands. Tripod position, and push yourself back. My elbows are facing my knees. They're not flaring out to the side. Down to my knees, facing my knees, and back up to lockout. Finally, if you have access to a wall, you can kick up onto it. You've done handstand push-ups before, then you can do those with the remaining time. Don't expect to do a lot because you're going to need to switch and get over to the wall and come back and be ready for your next minute. Okay? So with the remaining time, you're going to do some form of a handstand push-up, whether it's plank tap, a very remedial option, and straddle handstand push-up, or actual handstand push-up on the wall where you're going vertical up and down. Okay? For this workout, I want you to get those reps. Your meat and potatoes are the 10 Russian kettlebell swings and 10 toe touches, and ideally you're getting some kind of score every single minute. Okay? But this is a time-oriented workout. It's 12 minutes, no longer, no shorter. All right? If you guys have questions, specific questions, please ask me. Text Coach Becca, put them in the comment section below, and that should cover it. All right, guys? So have a good one. Enjoy your Friday. Take care.